I have accidentally farmed the rarest item in Deepwoken, and I didn't even know it was the rarest item in Deepwoken at the time. I've gotten around 4 from doing this, and the first one I sold not knowing it was rare, given 2 to a friend, and 1 is on my character right now. So I'm going to climb your anticipation a bit. What is the rarest item? There's over 1,500 in the game, and how can we conclude this is a rare item? Well, let's look at the black market shop. So the black market, for some context, only spawns once every 20 hours, lasts 1 hour. So if you're asleep during that time, unfortunately you can't buy it from there. The black market has a currency called crowns. Crowns can only be obtained by world bosses, war mode, or world events, which the world bosses and world events, well, they spawn every 30 minutes, an hour, whatever. So it takes about an hour to get 1 crown because war mode, it's not efficient. World bosses and world events, it also, you need to deal damage, can't really solo it, it's just difficult. So let's say it takes an hour to get 1 crown, approximately, unless you're very efficient at grinding them. Then, this item costs 200 hours because the item I'm talking about costs 200 crowns. So, what is it? It's the Whistling Periapt. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but whatever. So, what does 200 hours give you? What does it do? It's a free auto parry shield, like the one Duke has. And there's a couple of ways of obtaining this. You could either beat the final boss of the game of Deepwoken, Scion of Ethiron. You could beat the hardest boss in the game, Kyrsgarde champion, if you really want to wipe. Then you could get from the weird trader. I don't think I've ever seen this guy, and the chance of you getting it from this guy is very low because he gives a abundant amount of items. It could or could not be the whistling. And another way is fishing, which even the Wikipedia says is extremely rare. Options are viable if you want to farm the Whistling Periapt. The one I went with was Duke Erisia, and it's very, very effective. I've made a build that beats the entire dungeon in about 2 minutes. If you're within the dungeon in the elevator room, then you could beat him in under a minute. It's very brain dead. You just really need to M1, and that's how I accidentally farmed it. You could watch the video. Alright, so I'm going to try to get you guys the perfect speed run here to demonstrate how to use this build. And I just used Caesar Slashes right here to kill both of these guys, and now it's not even perfect because that's 3 hits, so I missed one. And wow, this guy's over here. Alright. I don't know what he's doing over there. But anyway, group up those guys, use Rhythm Advance, do the same here for these guys. It should kill all of them unless one of these bats are up above. The Blood Fowlers, or however you pronounce them. Lots to talk about, but I'm using Spectral Grasp. The Alloy Tantrum is better, more damage, and better than that, Crazy Slots, Corrupted, you get it faster. Let's see if I get it. Yup, okay, I got the dagger. Amazing. Curse of Uledi's Ember. By the way, Rhythm Advance up here. But Curse of Uledi's Ember, the enchant I'm using. The reason I'm using this enchant, Season Slashes, by the way, it's going to melt these guys. But the reason I'm using this enchant is because PvP, they get temp health if you hit them. But PvE, they don't. And it's good because it requires 1 less hit to proc, burn, and detonation. Actually, that might not be the case for light weapons. But anyway, more ticks on this guy's shield here. Kind of focused, kind of locked in. So when he does that, you can just use these slashes and jump up. It's gonna hit him. But anyway, more ticks on that guy's shield and also his counter. So I'm just gonna let them do whatever they want to me really quick. I'm gonna land those. Use Rhythm Advance. Get rid of that. So I'm just gonna be M1ing spam. Very brain dead. You could also use Caesar Slashes. Same effect. And well, he's dead. But anyway, the whistling will be in the chest, not for me. But good luck. See ya.